Hey guys, Dr. J here. In the previous episode, we shifted our character tendency to pure black and completed the Mephistopheles quest line, which involved killing most of the NPCs in the world. We did all of that just to get the Foes Ring. While we were doing Mephistopheles' assassination tasks, we also completed pretty much the entirety of 1-4. We just have the final boss fight left. Today we'll be unlocking nearly all of the trophies we have left. We'll start off with the weapon trophies. I've already duped all of the materials we needed in order to unlock them. During the playthrough, we weren't lucky enough to collect all of the materials we needed, which is why I spent quite a bit of time farming them. Unfortunately, since most of them are luck dependent, I can't really show you where the best place to farm them is, since the materials you'll need in your playthrough will likely be different. The only ones I will show you are the pure Sharpstone and pure Heartstone materials, since there is a corpse we can collect them from. It's actually fairly close in 2-2. We could have went there during our first visit of the level, but would risk spooking the crystal lizards there. And since we had to farm quite a bit of those in order to get all of the materials we needed, I decided not to risk it. Okay, so in order to get to the Crystal Lizard's nest where we'll find the pure Heartstone and pure Shardstone, we'll need to teleport to 2-2. Now we'll need to go left at the first fork in the road and go past the trapped mining carts. You can ignore the miners or kill them, it doesn't matter either way. There is going to be a fat official on the right we'll probably have to kill. If the lift is on this floor, we can ignore him as well, but it's probably not going to be. Now we can turn the handle and call the lift. We should take it down to the floor below us. Once we reach it, we should enter the tunnel where we fought the two Black Phantoms oh those many episodes ago. This is the wrong tunnel. At the end of the tunnel, there is a rather large cave. There's going to be quite a lot of crystal lizards at the bottom. The easiest way to kill them all is by using the God's Wrath miracle, which is why I wanted to remember it when we still had the chance. But you can still kill quite a few of them even without using that miracle. Obviously, I'm not currently trying to kill them all, I just wanted to show you where they are. Now we'll need to climb back up and then follow the path along the left wall of the cave. It may be a bit difficult to get on it due to some weird collision issues. Also, you need to mind the gap in the planks here, it's fairly easy to fall through it. The way we can go past it is by simply keeping to the left, hugging the wall. And here's the corpse with the pure Sharpstone and pure Heartstone. Like I said, these were the only other guaranteed upgrade materials we had left. All of the rest is pure luck. I'll put a link in the description to a site where you can check which materials you need and where to find them. With all of the farming out of the way, there's just one more thing we should do before we start upgrading our weapons. Well, technically, we could do it after that, but I think it feels more natural to get this done now. Remember the mausoleum key we picked up from Ostrava when we killed him? We can use it in 1-1. It opens the gate behind the first Red-Eye Knight we cheesed. It's not going to take too long to get there. We can use the first shortcut we opened and go up the tower left of the castle's main entrance. We can ignore most, if not all, of the enemies until we reach the ramparts. It's probably a good idea to kill at least these guys here, since they may interrupt our fight with the Red-Eye Knight if they follow us. Not that there's any chance of dying here, but still, no reason to make our life difficult. Just a couple more soldiers left. Okay, so this Red-Eye Knight has a shield and a spear. We obviously don't need to cheese him anymore, but he's still not easy to kill. We'll need to bait an attack and then use our Soul Ray. We could kill him by just spamming the Soul Ray as well, but we'd waste quite a bit of fresh spice. Well, okay, he's actually not as tough as I thought. Anyway, we should now open the door and prepare to face the strongest mini-boss in the game. In order to defeat him, we'll need to be patient and use everything we've learned so far.
Thou who seeketh the king's sword, I am the old king. Show me thine strength, and the strength of thine souls.
Nah, I'm just kidding. We'll simply use the Poison Cloud spell. So, this is Old King Doran. He is the founder of Boletaria and the protector of the Northern Regalia. It will be the last unique weapon we'll need to create in order to unlock the Soldier's Trophy. I say create because the Northern Regalia has been split. Currently, Doran is protecting only the Demon Brand sword. The Soul Brand is in possession of King Allant. We don't need to kill him to receive Demon Brand, we just need to prove ourselves to be worthy of the sword. But we'll still kill him, because doing so will unlock the Old King trophy, and he'll also drop the final ring we need in order to unlock the Rogue trophy.
Thou dost well to impress one such as me, young knight. I am Old King Doran, and thou hast proven thine strength to me. Go forth and take the king's sword in thine hand.
At this point, he stops being hostile to us and we can collect the sword. If we continue using the Poison Cloud spell, however, he'll consider this to be a challenge to him and start attacking us much more aggressively. And by that I mean, he'll keep standing there and die from the poison.
I am the Old King. Darest thou to challenge me? Very well. But may thou be determined from the depths of thine heart, else thou shalt fail. May fate be with thee.
Like I said, as long as we don't use any other spell or get any closer to him, he won't move from there. Okay, so unlike the named Black Phantoms, we don't have to worry about killing him with the Poison Cloud spell. But it feels kind of disrespectful for him to die like that, so I'll finish him off with a Soul Ray. Wow, he's got more health than I thought. Good thing we managed to kill him before he got close to us. I mean, we could use a Soul Remains, but still. We got the Old King's trophy unlocked, and once we pick up the Eternal Warrior's ring, we'll have the Rogue's trophy unlocked as well. Now all that's left is collecting the Demon Brand and teleporting back to the Nexus. By the way, Demon Brand is a fairly interesting weapon. It does both physical and magical damage, but it scales not with stats, but with your character tendency. At pure white, it will be at its strongest. Soul Brand, the other sort of the Northern Regalia pair, is the opposite and requires pure black character tendency. Okay, we're now ready to start upgrading. It will take quite a bit of time, so I'll do a series of jump cuts and show you what weapon I'll be using for each trophy. Most of the times, you don't need to use the exact same weapon I'm using. You can consider what I'll be doing simply as a reference. Also, keep in mind that we won't have enough shards of Hearthstone and Sharpstone despite duping them. We'll be using a lot of them, so we'll have to dupe them at least one more time. I'm saying this just because you have to keep an eye on them and make sure you don't use up all of them. Unfortunately, the only vendor that was selling them was the Filthy Man in World 2, and we've already killed him. So if you run out of those, you need to start farming the miners. We can start off with the Purple Flame Shield. We don't need to use Blacksmith Ed to unlock this trophy, we can go to Baldwin. All we need to do is upgrade the shield to +10 and we'll unlock the Trophy of Hardness. Next, we can use a dagger to upgrade it to +10 as well and we'll unlock the Trophy of Sharpness. Following that, we can grab an S-Stock, upgrade it to +3 and then change its upgrade path to Quality and continue upgrading to the max level, which is +5. as this unlocks the Trophy of Distinction. Next, we should probably move to Ed, so we can start crafting boss weapons. I started with the Broken Sword and used the Pure Blood Demon Soul to create the Blue Blood Sword. This is going to be part of the requirements for the Soldier's Trophy, so don't expect any pop-ups when creating boss weapons. Continuing with the boss weapons, we can create the Large Sword of Searching by upgrading the Scimitar to +8, and then using the Hero Demon Soul. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention is that, besides upgrade materials, we'll also need quite a lot of souls. As well as enough item burden, since some of the boss weapons are much heavier than the materials they were created from. Next, we can create the Lava Bow by upgrading the Compound Short Bow to +7 and then using the Heart Demon Soul. Forging the Meat Cleaver boss weapon is pretty straightforward, we just need to use the Swollen Demon Soul with the club. Crafting the Morion Blade will use up a lot of upgrade materials. We'll need to upgrade a short sword all the way up to +9 before we can use the Storm Demon Soul. For the Needle of Eternal Agony boss weapon, we'll need to upgrade a dagger to +7 and then use the Mixed Demon Soul. The requirements for the Scraping Spear boss weapon are a Winged Spear +7 and the Let Demon Soul. We're done with creating boss weapons and can go back to unlocking the weapon trophies. We'll start with the Master Basher's Trophy. In order to unlock it, we'll need to upgrade our Crushing Battle Axe to +5. Next, we'll turn our Uchigatana into a Sharp Uchigatana and upgrade it to +5 for the Master Slasher's Trophy. Then we can upgrade our Compound Longbow to +3, switch to the Sticky upgrade path and continue upgrading it to +5. This will unlock the Master Bowman's Trophy. Similarly, we can upgrade our clothes to +3, switch to the Mercury upgrade path and continue upgrading to +5 for the Poison Master's Trophy. Upgrading the Dragon Longswords to +5 will unlock the Flame Master's Trophy. In order to unlock the Blood Master's Trophy, we'll need to upgrade our Killage to +3 and then switch to the Daring upgrade path and continue upgrading it to +5. By upgrading the Secret Dagger to +3 and then turning it into a Fatal Secret Dagger and upgrading that to +5, we can unlock the Life Master's Trophy. Using our Crescent Falchion, we can unlock 2 weapon upgrade trophies. We should first upgrade it to +5 so we can unlock the Dark Moon's Trophy. Then use a Meltstone to return it to its normal Falchion form, upgrade it to +6 so we can turn it into a Moon Falchion, and then continue upgrading it to +5. This will unlock the Moonlight's Trophy. We've only 2 more weapon upgrade trophies to unlock. The Congratulant's Trophy can be unlocked by upgrading our Blessed Mace to +5, and the Shade Master's Trophy by upgrading our Dark Heater Shield to +5 as well. And that was the last trophy we can unlock right now. We've unlocked all of the weapon upgrade trophies, but in order to unlock the Soldier's Trophy, we'll need the Soul Brand so we can create the Northern Regalia. Which means it's time to go back to 1-4 and finally confront King Allant. We're finally ready to complete the game. Let's teleport to 1-4 and return to the place where we killed Ostrava. We've already explored pretty much the entirety of the level and killed all of the strong enemies here, so it shouldn't take too long to get back to that spot. We'll start off by killing these 3 crossbowmen again. Okay, I'll try to kill the Crystal Lizard now. We most certainly don't need to, it's just to satisfy my OCD. Let's loot the corpses. Just some heavy bolts. Again, there's literally nothing we need from them, so this is a bit of a waste of time, I guess. I'll try to kill this crystal lizard as well. Okay, well, we almost missed him, but we caught him in the end. Now it's time for the Red Eye Knight. It's really annoying. We'll have to back away and use a fresh spice before we can kill him. Okay, let's loot them and go up the stairs where we'll have to kill another couple of crossbowmen, an Imperial spy and another Red Eye Knight. Good, just the Red Eye Knight left. Perfect. Now, there are going to be a couple of fat officials on the bridge we're going to have to cross. We can run past them, like we did the previous time, but I'll go ahead and waste a bit more time killing them. Wow, I really thought we dodged his spell. Anyway, let's heal up and finish him off. Okay, just one more left. Great, this one didn't even attempt to attack us. Now let's loot them and try to kill the crystal lizard at the end of the bridge. We may have lost this one. Oh no, we're fine. Caught him at the last second. And that was it. There are no more enemies until we reach the spot where we killed Ostrava. Here it was. Once we go up these stairs, we'll need to cross another bridge. The only thing standing between us and the final boss fight is Ostrava's Black Phantom. He'd appear here even if we didn't kill him. And he's actually pretty difficult to kill, which is why I'm using Soul Remains. Good, we can loot him and collect another rune sword and rune shield. At the end of the bridge, there is an elevator that will take us all the way up to King Allant's throne room. It will take a while until we reach the fog gate. I guess this was supposed to build up tension for the final fight, but to be honest, I never liked these kind of delays. Okay, we're nearly there. Let's go through the gate and finally see the face of our arch enemy. Old King Allant is not a particularly difficult opponent, if you're patient, especially since we can simply use the Poison Cloud strat, but I'm not going to, since that would be really disrespectful, considering he's the final boss. King Allant has basically two types of attack. He'll either charge at you or use a huge AoE attack. They're both heavily telegraphed, so it's easy to see which one he's using. If he's charging at you, you just need to wait and then dodge his attack and then cast a Soul Ray. If he's using the AoE attack, you need to hit him with anything, so he'll get interrupted. Otherwise, it's almost impossible to dodge it. But don't worry, the cast time of the AoE is really long. We have more than enough time to even use a fresh spice before hitting him with a Soul Ray. But that's also why it's important to not be too far away from him, since we'll have to keep in mind the travel time of the Soul Ray as well. Okay, this looks like the perfect example of what I was saying. We just need one more hit. Perfect, we've now killed King Allant, the final boss in the game. Wait, what do you mean false King's trophy? Wasn't that the real King Allant? I guess we'll find out soon enough. Let's pick up his soul and then return to the Nexus. Yeah, it really does look like that wasn't King Allant.
Defeat my precious demon. No human has an appetite for souls such as you. The rest is up to the Old One. If it is to be, then you shall be beckoned.
Interesting. Who was the one talking to us, I wonder? Initially, I thought it was the Old One, but clearly it's not. That was really dramatic. I guess that's where we'll need to go next. Before we do that, let's see if we have enough item burden. Yes, we do. And now let's go talk with the Maiden in Black. That's a rather deep hole.
Hark, I hear a voice of yore. The Old One is calling for thee. Let us proceed below to its lair.
Okay, so I guess she'll lead us there?
Old One, I have brought thee what thou wishest, thy new demon. Come now, be good.
Really impressive. FromSoft sure knows how to end a game. Let's go inside the Old One now.
Let us proceed below to its lair.
There will be branches blocking our way, and the easiest way to destroy them is by just dodge rolling.
You have been chosen by the Old One. Shalt thou seek everlasting demon souls? or obey that naive monumental. Whatever your choice, you are our first visitor. May you be welcome here.
Let's go through the fog gate.
Surely you have seen for yourself the pain and suffering that fills this world. But fight poison with poison. God is merciful. So created the Old One. The Old One will feed on our souls and put an end to our tragic realm of existence.
So this is the real King Allant, or at least what's left of him. I guess this is the price he had to pay for using the soul arts.
You fool! Don't you understand? No one wishes to go on.
Now that we've killed him, the soul brand will materialize. We'll need to pick it up and then immediately use the evacuate miracle and return to the Nexus. If we fail to create the Northern Regalia now, we'll need to wait until we unlock Blacksmith Ed in New Game Plus before we can unlock the Soldier's Trophy. Which is not going to take too long, but why waste time? We should also take the Demon brand from Thomas's storage. I'm not sure if we need to, it may count as an upgrade material, but I'd rather not go all the way to Blacksmith Ed only to find out that it doesn't. We don't have to worry about using up the False King Demon Soul. The only thing we need to use it for is creating the Northern Regalia. And we've now unlocked the Soldier's Trophy. We're nearly there. Let's return to the Nexus and then go back to the Old One. The Maiden in Black is no longer here, but instead there is an Arkstone we can use to go to the Old One. Before we do that, we might as well visit Thomas and store the items we don't need. By the way, the Northern Regalia is an extremely powerful weapon, as long as you have either pure white or pure black character tendency. Okay, we're done here. Let's go finish the game. Once we arrive, we'll have a choice between two endings. We can either kill the Maiden in Black, which will unleash the Old One upon the world, or leave and allow the Maiden in Black to seal him. In our case, we'll need to leave, because only by sealing the Old One we can unlock the World Uniter's Trophy.
Slayer of demons, go back above. The Nexus shall imprison thee no longer. I shall lull the Old One back to slumber.
Okay, now we should turn around and leave.
My thanks. At last my duty is fulfilled.
There's going to be a lengthy cutscene in a bit, but stick around, since we're still not done with the game.
The Old One, along with the Maiden, were swept back into the lulling fog. Boletaria was spared from the demons, but also lost its knowledge of soul arts. The souls lost during the pandemonium were never retrieved. And today, the unstable world has another monumental to hold its fabric together. A brave new hero of unprecedented power.
The credits will now start rolling, but I'll cut them and add them at the end of the episode. Okay, so because we chose this ending, we've now received the Maiden in Black's Demon Soul. This is the reason why we can't unlock the Platinum Trophy in a single playthrough. Yuria can teach us the Soul Sucker spell if we give her this soul. So now that we're in New Game Plus, the only thing we'll need to do to unlock the Sage's Trophy is to free Yuria. The Sage's Trophy is also the last trophy we need. Unlocking it will also unlock the Platinum Trophy. I mean, we still haven't technically unlocked the World Uniter's Trophy, but that will happen automatically the moment we return to the Nexus.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletaria. Thou canst not exit the Nexus, but each of the 5 archstones will connect them to the
And here it is. Now, the only trophy left is the Sage's Trophy. I think this is a good place to end the episode. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, please consider pressing the like button and subscribing to my channel. It will help me a lot and encourage me to bring more content for you guys. I'm releasing new videos daily, so hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow, when we'll continue our journey through the world of Demon Souls.